Have you ever wanted to change your life but find it really hard? Well, in this video on changing your life, I'm going to outline the science about why changing your life is so challenging and give you some specific techniques that I've used that really work. And at the end of the video, I'll share a meditation that I've made specifically designed to help you deal with change. My name's Sophie Scott, and some of you might know that I've recently left my job of more than 20 years as a specialist medical broadcaster. And on exactly the same day, we sold our house of more than 20 years. So you can see why, for me, the topic of embracing change is something that's really front of mind for me, as it may be for you as well. And I want to start this video by looking at how good you are at dealing with change. Now, if you asked yourself honestly, you're probably like most people and find dealing with change quite challenging. But you're not alone in that, and it's really not your fault. And the reason is that there's more and more neuroscience that shows the brain is set up to embrace sameness, not change. Whether that's a major change like shifting careers, or just a small change like starting to do more exercise. For a start, sticking with the status quo, something you've been doing for years, can be pretty comfortable. If you've had the same habit or the same job for a long time, you're probably really used to it. And many of us really fear the unknown. That's because, as I mentioned, the brain really likes certainty. And it's actually a really important survival mechanism built into your brain. When we contemplate the future, the brain doesn't see it as full of positive potential. The brain doesn't focus on that, it focuses on the possible threats that the future might hold. Your brain rewards patterns of behaviour because it makes it work more efficiently. And if you want an example of that, just try using your computer mouse with your opposite hand. And that's a really good example to see how efficiently the brain works doing the same thing over and over. The brain uses patterns of what has happened in the past to predict what might happen in the future. And that's why change to those patterns can feel disruptive or unsettling. And this can hold us back from being excited about the potential of the future. In fact, a study by some researchers in Japan found that uncertainty activates the same part of the brain as physical pain does. It also impacts the part of the brain that helps you plan and problem solve when you feel that uncertainty that the future holds. You might also feel some grief or sadness for what you're leaving behind if you're dealing with change. But change is really constant, and it's also inevitable. After selling our house, where my husband and I raised our 4 children, I was going through all my notebooks and photos, and yes, I realised I really am a hoarder. And it was clear to me that we don't just live one lifetime. As life changes around us, we undergo change within ourselves that we're not even really recognising at the time. But we live several lifetimes during our time here. Think about it. We live the life of a child, of a teenager, of an adult, of a parent, of a partner. But what's important to remember is that there's one important constant amongst all that throughout your life, and that's your inner self. Your inner dialogue and the way you adapt and deal with the changing world around you. And that's why something like journaling and writing down how you're feeling can be so powerful, because it really helps you tap into your inner self. And even if you don't write down things regularly, it can be really helpful just to write down about a time when you dealt successfully with a challenge in your life. Seeing it written down can give you the confidence in your ability to overcome adversity and change. And it's a great reminder that whatever you're dealing with, whatever it is at the moment, you've been through things before in the past and got through it and come out the other side stronger and wiser. It reminds me of the saying that this too shall pass, which is really true. Everything is temporary, as we know. But that means that the good things that you're dealing with in life right now are also temporary as well. So to me, embracing change means embracing and enjoying what's happening in your life right now, knowing that it's not going to last, that this moment, like every other one, won't last forever. And meditation has been so helpful for me in this regard, so much so that I've written a meditation about embracing change. I'll link it in the notes below. And I would love you to listen. I would love your feedback as well. It's on the app Insight Timer, which is completely free. And you'll find the link in the description. And I hope that you find it helpful. I also wanted to say how grateful I am for the incredible response to my announcement that I'm going to focus full-time on mental health resources and education. It's really blown me away, this response. And I'm so excited because my team has so many plans for new content and new videos that I'm going to share here first with you, my subscribers. And as part of this, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories, how you've managed change in your life and how you've made it a positive experience. And just like sharing the latest research can be useful, sharing your own stories can really help as well. So if you feel comfortable, I'd love you to shoot a short little video and send it to me. We're going to be showing some of those videos in our new show, which is going to be on the YouTube channel. And I'm just so grateful that you can be part of this community and share this journey with me. So please get in touch. We really want to hear from you too, so that you can help others.